Here's your first question, and hopefully, if all goes well, it will not give us the answer until the end of the round. Round one, question one. And I'll watch the timer and give you some audible clues when it starts to run out. What artificial waterway connects the Pacific to the Atlantic Ocean? What artificial waterway connects the Pacific to the Atlantic Ocean? Here you go. And your timer has begun. YouTube. YouTube. Mm-hmm. There's the code right there if you want to play along. Remember, the faster you answer, the more points you get. And you're about half out of time. So plug in an answer. You don't get points taken away if you're wrong. You just don't get as many points. Almost out of time. 753451. And time is up. All right, let's move on to the next question. Round one, question number 2. What color is the tip of the Fruit Loops mascot Toucan Sam's beak? What color is the tip of Toucan Sam's beak? Just the tip. Let's see how we do on this one. Your time is running, of course. You're about 1/4 of the way done. I got to drive around a little bit today on the roads, and your time is half up. Be sure and get your answer turned in on your device. If you don't have that set up, the code and the URL are on screen there in the lower left-hand corner. Doesn't seem to me that there are any fewer people out on the roads. I got to tell you that right now. All right, time's almost up, and it is. Round 1, question 2 is done. Let's move on. Next question, round 1, question 3. The Tide is High was a 1980 #1 hit for what group? The Tide is High was a 1980 #1 hit for what group? And everybody answered. That's awesome. I guess either you feel more secure about that one, or everybody's just on board. We now have 18 connected players. That's pretty cool. Only 16 watching online, though. Curious. All right, here we go. Round 1, question 4. Joseph Stalin served as the premier of what country? Joseph Stalin served as the premier of what country? You didn't tell me when it was up on your screen. And everyone has answered. All of a sudden, though, my delay is gone on the... That is weird. That's really weird. I'm going to set it to 3 and see how that does. I love technology. I really do. Round 1, question 5. The fungal infection known as thrush typically affects what part of the body? The fungal infection known as thrush. Perfect timing there. Wow. Everybody answered that one with barely any time. Round 1, question number 6. What actor gained 60 pounds to play boxer Jake LaMotta in the movie Raging Bull? What actor gained 60 pounds? That'd be easy. Just move next door to Dogfish Head, I think. That'll get it. Or right between Dogfish Head and Bethany Blues. Now you're talking. Weight gain. Maybe I should get a, I don't know, like a 45-second timer or something. And everyone is in. Round 1, question number 7. Where were the Summer Olympics held in 2000? Where were the Summer Olympics held in 2000? I guess with absolutely no music playing, you can tell every time I take a drink of that fine Dogfish Head 60-minute ale. I might have to mute the mic when I take a drink. And everyone has answered. Round one, question number 8. What sitcom revolved around the characters Leonard, Sheldon, and Penny? What sitcom revolved around the characters Leonard, Sheldon, and Penny? This ought to get turned in like 8 seconds flat. Not quite 8 seconds, but not bad. Round one, question 9. Old Crow. Old Crow is a brand name of what specific type of liquor? Old Crow. Maybe that's where they named that band Old Crow Medicine Show. I never really thought about that. How about that? Trying to figure out a way to play music, but I'm on YouTube anyway, so I really can't. Round one, question 8 is done. 9 is done. Here's your final question of round one. The then largest corporate merger between two companies took place in January of 2000 between what two entities? Let me give it to you one more time. The then largest corporate merger between two companies took place in January of 2000 between what two entities? Here are your choices. And a fun fact from Rev Necro, Jerry Van Dyke turned down the role of Gilligan so he could be part of the TV show My Mother the Car. I did remember that Jerry Van Dyke was offered the role of Gilligan. I didn't remember that he was choosing My Mother the Car over Gilligan's Island. And everyone has answered. Let's take a look and review round one. What artificial waterway connects the Pacific to the Atlantic Ocean? The answer is the Panama Canal. There you go, Panama Canal. Everyone at the time, we only had 13 players in then, and everyone got that right. So that is a social. Social! All right, next question. It sounds like I'm at the restaurant, doesn't it? Round one, question 2. What color is the tip of the Fruit Loops mascot, Toucan Sam's beak? What color is Toucan Sam's beak? The answer is, you're all mixed on this one, but black is the correct answer with 8 of you guessing black. 4 went with red, 2 for orange, 1 for yellow. All colors chosen. Who got it right? Racetrackers, Fleck. Moving along. Round one, question 3. The Tide is High was 1980, a 1980 number one hit for what group? The answer is Blondie. That's right. The tide is high, and you know all the lyrics. A number one. That's it. I don't know. Anyway, round one, question number 4. Joseph Stalin served as the premier of what country? Let's see how we did there. The Soviet Union, 100% of you getting that correct. Awesome job, everybody. Yay. That's social, right? Social. Drink up. Round one, question 5. The fungal infection known as thrush typically affects what part of the body? The answer is, it's the mouth. Only one person went with feet, and that's okay. I don't even see who that is. Who went with feet? Oh, okay. Well, how about that? Nope, it's a mouth thing. Mouth and throat, to be specific. Round one, question number 6. What actor gained 60 pounds to play Jake LaMotta? 60 pounds? The answer is Robert De Niro, with everyone getting a guess there. Jack Black was born with those extra 60 pounds. Okay, round one, question number 7. Where were the Summer Olympics held in the year 2000? Remember the year 2000? Remember that was the future, and it's been 20 years since then, and we still don't have hover cars? I mean, seriously? The answer is Sydney, Australia. Wow, look at that. 7 of you remembering Sydney for the 2000 Olympics. And 6 went with Atlanta. Atlanta was 94, or 96 rather, 96. As for the others, they were all in that range, but I know Atlanta was 96. Anyway, here we go. Round 1, question 8. What sitcom revolved around the characters Leonard, Sheldon, and Penny? And the answer is yes, it's a social. The Big Bang Theory. Once again, raise your glass. Toast, everyone. Social. Well, this is working out. Round 1, question number 9. Old Crow is a brand name of what specific type of liquor? And it's the Old Crow Medicine Show. Pretty cool little band. The answer is bourbon. Bourbon. Yeah, bourbon whiskey, of course. We had a vote for tequila, a vote for gin. Nobody went with vodka, because who would name vodka Old Crow? Nobody. That's right. Question number 10. The then largest corporate merger between two companies took place in January of 2000. Hey, we're back in 2000. Between what two entities? Let's see how you did. Oh, look at that. We have a majority rule. 14 of you said the correct answer, America Online and Time Warner. That is correct. The Comcast and AT&T came later. I don't remember when the Daimler-Benz Chrysler one happened, probably a little bit later. And the R.J. Reynolds and Del Monte one happened probably 10 or 15 years earlier than that. But they all did occur, which takes us to your scores here at the end of round 1. Let's see how you did. Going to jump down and take a look at 10th place here. We're all the way down to 15th. Blackwater's in. Jon Snow. Hey, welcome back, Jon Snow. People were asking about you on Saturday at our Let's Do Trivia show. John, I don't know if you're doing the Let's Do Trivia with the Zoom thing, but the people were missing you. They were asking about you. Wonderful is in 13th place. Excuse me. Bowl of Borscht in 12th place. Beach Lovers in 11th. Team Beeve in 10th place. Irish Wake in 9th place. The Bee Gees are in 8th place, playing the Joker this week. Second Chance is in 7th place. 6th place, we got your Racetrackers, Party Arngarth. 5th place, Me and T. In 4th place, we have Full Frontal without the other part. Thank you for removing that. Team number 3 is Ragamuffins. Team number 2 is Team Salsa. They're hot and spicy. And team number 1, Fleck. Hey, Fleck. Yeah, hey, Fleck, you know, I know you have won in the past. I just want to remind you that you really can only win the prize once. So we'll give you the points here, and we'll give you a hurrah and a cheer, but 1 roll of toilet paper per person. All right? All right, here we go. Dude, you didn't have to point that out. Jon Snow in the house. All right, here we go. Never saw Big Bang Theory? Okay, good. It's probably best. Round 2. Before we get to round 2, I wanted to show you. Look at this. Remember? The hermetically sealed 1 roll of Northern Plush, very nice toilet paper, hermetically sealed in a Ziploc brand package. That is one part of the prize. And as of today's the first day we're doing this, not only do you get this very much needed roll of toilet paper, today's winner also gets, I don't know if you can see that, but this is a container, brand new, still in plastic, right? Okay. Sealed up, disinfecting wipes right there. So today's winner will get those 2 items, the toilet paper and a container of disinfectant wipes. The wipes provided by one of our players, Tom. Tom is responsible for calling us or getting in touch with us and saying, hey, I have another thing you can give away to these people who are homebound and can't get the goods they need. So that's pretty cool. Sent it to us themselves. Awesome job. Thanks, Tom and fam. All right, let's move on to round 2. Is it 2-ply? I think it's better than 2-ply, Sean. I think it's like 3-ply. All right, here we go. Round 2. The flowers are out. The butterflies are fluttering. It's time to start round 2. Round 2, question number 1. In the Harry Potter books, what was the name of the snowy owl given to Harry as a birthday gift? In the Harry Potter books, what was the name of the snowy owl given to Harry as a birthday gift? My middle son was very big into the Harry Potter books. He wasn't much of a reader, in fact, until the Harry Potter books came out, and suddenly he said, wait a minute, reading is stinking fun. All right, you guys are all in on that one. Round 2, question number 2. What automaker manufactured the Eagle from 1979 to 1987, which at one time was the only four-wheel drive passenger car produced in these United States of America? What automaker manufactured the Eagle from 79 to 87? That was a neat little vehicle. I remember the commercials for that. It was always riding in snow. It's funny, if you owned the Eagle, I felt like you had to live in Alaska or Canada. But who wants to live in Canada? Canadians, I guess. That's about it. All right, round 2, question 3. Here is your question. Actually, this is one I'm going to put up on screen for you. I'm going to first butcher it, and then I'm going to put it up on screen for you. You know about phobias. Phobias. Anatidaphobia, I don't know, is the fear of what? This word that's on screen right now is the fear of what? That word there is the fear of what? I have fears. I'm a little bit afraid of heights. I'm a little bit afraid of circus clowns. Not any clowns, circus clowns. They're the weird ones to me. Like a clown just trying to make a buck at a kid's party, I got no problem with that. But the circus clowns, the ones that seem like they never come out of character, they're the ones that scare me. Your time is almost up, and everyone answered on that word. Good job, everybody. Round 2, question 4. Who is the only U.S. president to achieve the rank of Eagle Scout? Think about the presidents. Think about all the presidents you know. Which one do you think made it all the way to Eagle Scout through the Boy Scouts of America? You know, when boys were boys. And firecrackers were available to boys. Which one of those presidents? I narrowed it down to 4 for you. One of them ain't much of a Boy Scout, really, but he's pretty creative at times. All right, round 2, question number 5. What leader of communist China died in 1976? What leader of communist China died in 1976? Riv Necro wants to live in Canada because online poker is legal there. Doesn't matter. You're playing online poker anyway. It don't matter. You don't need to go to Canada. Your time is almost half up and everyone is in. It's like I almost just get to thinking about reminding you about your time and suddenly you guys remember to answer the question. Good job. Round 2, question 6. Swoop, S-W-O-O-P. Swoop is a word, but it's also the official mascot of what NFL team? Yeah, look at that. Swoop. Ain't nothing wrong with Hold'em. Hold'em is a right nice game. Sean, you said the Eagle from AMC looks like a rally car? The AMC Eagle? Interesting thought. Your time is getting closer toward the up. Someone's got to make some decisions. Good job. Here we go. Next question, round 2, question 7. For which film did Robin Williams win a Best Supporting Actor Oscar? Robin Williams won an Oscar, Best Supporting Actor, for which of these films? Doot, 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 doot. Time to take a drink. That was my best Sulu impression. Time to take a drink. Captain. Everyone has answered. All right, next question. One of those films was filmed right here in the state of Delaware. Do you know which film? Of course you do. Next question. Round 2, question number 8. Who scored his first number 1 hit song with Mandy in 1973? Mandy. 1973. And everyone's in very quickly on that one. I would have gone with Mel Torme. Round 2, question 9. In what state, so once again, for most of you, you intelligent people out there, for most of you, this is a multiple choice question. And here's your question. I turned myself off, didn't I? In what state would you find San Quentin Prison? San Quentin State Prison. Which state would you find that prison? Of all the prisons I've ever been to, I've never been to San Quentin. I don't know if you'd call where I was a prison per se. I mean, that'd be stretching it a little bit. It was more of a jail than a prison. There's a big difference. I think there is. And everyone has answered. Round 2, question number 10. What TV reality show debuted on May 31st, 2000? Hey, you see a theme? Huh? What reality show debuted on May 31st, 2000? Solid wasn't a choice? Solid? I'm trying to follow that. Trying. You're half over. Solid. Everyone has answered. And that brings us to the end of round 2. Let's take a look at your answers, see how you did. It's the beer. In the Harry Potter books, what was the name of the snowy owl given to Harry? The correct answer is Hedwig. Hedwig is the correct answer. Billywig sounds funny. Bob is nice, but Hedwig. Round 2, question number 2. What automaker manufactured the Eagle? And the answer is, look at that, 13 of you knew. It's the AMC, American Motors Corporation, which, by the way, was absorbed into Jeep, and then AMC went away and Jeep stayed. The AMC Corporation manufactured the Jeeps for a long time. 3 of you said Chrysler. That's a good second guess, I guess, but it's the AMC that did the Eagle. Round 2, question 3. Anatidophobia is the fear of what? The correct, look at you all over the board. The answer is not phobias, but ducks. Yeah, anatidophobia is the fear of ducks. I like how 4 of you said the fear of today, because it sounds like a tidophobia. See, that's kind of funny to me, because I get to make up a lot of these fake answers. Round 2, question 4. Who's the only U.S. president to achieve the rank of Eagle Scout? Who did you, my friend, say was the most upright, wholesome, loyal, dedicated U.S. president of the 4 listed? You said Gerald Ford. You're right. That is correct, Gerald Ford. 6 of you, 38%, gone with Gerald Ford. 5 of you said Carter. 3 of you said Bill Clinton. And 2 went with George W. Yeah, George W., he probably could have been an Eagle Scout if he wasn't born filthy rich, maybe. I don't know. Round 2, question 5. What leader of communist... You mean I have to camp outside? I'm sorry. Where's the 5-star restaurant? What leader of communist China died in 1976? And most of you got this right. It's Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong. And only one of you went with Li Zhanyan. Li Zhanyan. Okay. Round 2, question 6. Swoop is the official mascot of what NFL team? Look at this all over the board. The answer is not the Seahawks. It's not the Falcons. It's not the Ravens. It's the Eagles. The Eagles have Swoop because they got their little eagle guy in the costume, and he runs around swooping. They call him Swoop. Go Eagles. Three of you getting that right. Second Chance, Irish Wake, and Blackwater. Way to go, Blackwater. Look at that. Blackwater beating Bee Gees on a Eagles-related question. Round 2, question 7. For which film did Robin Williams win a Best Supporting Actor Oscar? State the prison is in. Oh, Solid State. Round 2, question 7. For which film did Robin Williams win a Best Supporting Actor Oscar? And I imagine that you're going to vote for all four of these because those were all pretty good movies. Nope, nobody guessed The Fisher King, and the correct answer is Good Will Hunting. He got that Best Supporting Actor, but he was nominated for Best Actor for all other films that are listed there. Nominated, but didn't win. Wow, 13 of you getting that right. Well done. And if you haven't seen Good Will Hunting, you should. If you haven't seen Dead Poets Society, you should. The Fisher King, you should. And I don't know anybody that hasn't seen Good Morning Vietnam. If you haven't seen that one, get out from under the rock. Round 2, question 8. Who scored his first #1 hit with the song Mandy? It's one of the most boring songs known to man, and Barry Manilow is responsible for it. That is correct. Gilbert Sullivan, also responsible for one of the more boring songs known to man, All by Myself. Rev Necro never saw Good Morning Vietnam, but did buy it on VHS. Well, wait a minute. You have Good Morning Vietnam on VHS, and I have a VHS player. We should get together, dude. Actually, I have that movie on Blu-ray. Round 2, question 9. In what state would you find San Quentin State Prison? You guys took an inordinately long amount of time to answer this, and I thought this was an easy, simple, no-problem question. California is the correct answer. Most of you correctly identifying California. Why that just came up and said Texas, I have no idea. That's a mistake. What just happened there where it says Texas, it means nothing. It means nothing. I have no idea why that happened. Round 2, question 10. What TV reality show debuted on May 31st, 2000? I'm hoping this young lady near me has the answer. Survivor is the correct answer on that one. Survivor. Oh, no. Too many of you went with Big Brother. 6 of you said that. And 1 of you went with 19 Kids and Counting. Is there such a show called 19 Kids and Counting? I don't even know. That's not the kind of reality show I would watch. Yes? Yeah? Okay. All right, here we go. The round is done. Let's take a look at your scores here at the end of round 2. We have a fake Fleck and a fake Blackwater, so we must have 2 Blackwaters. Chasm, 16th place, 77-29. Love you guys. Wonderful, 15th place. Yeah, keep close to family. Bee Gees, 14th place. John Snow came in late, John. Were you working, John? Were you doing, way too much today? Beach Lovers in 12th place. Full Frontal in 11th. Let's see here. Blackwater in 10th. Now, that's the real Blackwater. There's the outlier. You got Chasm, Wonderful, and Bee Gees, and then you got this outlier up here, Blackwater. Then we got in 9th place Irish Wake, in 8th place Bowl of Borscht, in 7th place Team Beef, 6th place Race Trackers, 5th place Me and T, Salsa is in 4th. They're still hot in 3rd place. Second Chance, 2nd place Ragamuffins, and Flex still holds the lead with 17,000 points. Wah-ha. Good job, Fleck. And chances are, if the other audio doesn't work, this fake commercial audio ain't going to work either. But let's hope.
Ronco's Boogie Nights, the best disco album ever made. 18 original disco hits. Disco superstars like Tavares, Donna Summer, the Commodores. Disco Super Sam Stance, Disco Inferno, Native New Yorker, and more. Continuous music, just like they play in discos. Perfect for listening, great for dancing. A fabulous party album. It's Boogie Nights. 18 great hits, $5.99. 8-track tape or cassette, $7.99.
The perfect Christmas gift available at these stores.
Yeah, I don't think any of that worked, did it? Not one bit of it. A little nap. Jon Snow is having a little nap. That is funny. That is hilarious. Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's move on, shall we? Let's see the intro to round 3, and that's where you get your rock and roll guitar and play along with Little Redhead Dude. That you can't hear him playing for some reason. Boo-doo-doop. And here we go, starting round number 3. See if this is a request to go to the bathroom or something. Maybe not. It's probably a little boasting. It's probably what it is. Yeah, you know what? I think it's going to be a little boasting. Oh, it worked? Could you hear it, though? Did the sound work, too? That surprised me. It didn't work on my end. What am I doing wrong? Everything. All right, here we go. Round 3. And your question number 1. Oh, that's awesome. Question number 1. What U.S. state has more bald eagles than all other states combined? I mean, this is a crazy question to me, but it's yours to answer, not mine. Oh, I got something blocking. There we go. A little blockage there. I had to get that out. What U.S. state has more bald eagles than all other states combined? Now, there's a question for the coffee clatch at work, huh? All right, everyone's in. Round 3, question number 2. Walter Lantz created what animated bird? Walter Lantz created what animated bird? Tick tock, tick tock. What on earth just happened? I guess everybody answered. That was kind of weird how that kind of just jumped over. Round 3, question number 3. Let me say this right. Let me bring myself back up because I can't speak right until I can see me. All right, round 3, question 3. What was the longest running Nick Jr. series until it was surpassed by Dora the Explorer in 2011? Personally, I don't think it's right to teach kids how to rhyme incorrectly. So I don't like Dora the Explorer, personally. But that's not the question. Probably had the echo back just then, didn't I? Had to get rid of that. I can't imagine Jon Snow's a geezer. I really don't think Jon Snow's a geezer. Jon, you're not a geezer, are you? Round 3, question number 4. Italy holds the record for being the home country for the most popes, with 196. Italy holds the record for being the home country for the most popes. 196 popes came from Italy. What country is in second place with 15? Yeah, that sounds fair. What country is in second place with 15 popes? Come on, Jon, wake up. You might wonder what I'm doing right now. So might I. I ain't telling you. Round 3, question number 5. What rock funk band has had 9 guitarists on staff during its 35-year history, including John Frusciante, Dave Navarro, and currently Josh Klinghoffer? Well, this might not be too current. I should have verified that. What rock funk band has had 9 guitarists on staff during its 35-year history? You know, rock and funk, you know, when you combine the rock sensibilities. No, let me rephrase that. When you combine the funk sensibilities with the rock chunk, you get a rock funk band. And usually they're pretty good. Round 3, question 6. What U.S. president was regularly referred to by his nickname Ike? What U.S. president was regularly referred to by his nickname Ike? The answer is not Dave Frusciante. Everyone has answered. That was kind of an easy one. All right, let's move on. Round 3, question 7. Ben Johnson. You all know Ben Johnson. Dear old Ben earned the title of the world's fastest human in 1988. Ben Johnson earned the title of the world's fastest human in 1988, only to have his record rescinded later due to drug use. Uh-oh. What country did Jamaican-born sprinter Ben Johnson immigrate to in 1976? He was a teenager, and he was representing what country when he was called the world's fastest human? Ben Johnson earned the title of world's fastest human in 1988, only to have his record rescinded later due to drug use. What country did Jamaican-born sprinter Ben Johnson immigrate to as a teenager in 1976? John ain't a teenager, but he ain't a geezer, but he did vote for Ike. Well, I don't know, man. Here we go. Round 3, question 8. Ivory Coast is located on what continent? For the astute amongst you, this is a rather small multiple choice. Ivory Coast is located on which of those continents? I even took 3 away and made it easy on you. Ike and Mike. Ah, ha, ha. I get jokes. Rev Necro. You ever had an Ike and Mike? I love an Ike and Mike. It's one of my favorite candies when I was a kid. Round 3, question 9. What longtime nationally syndicated radio personality and storyteller ended his programs with his signature sign-off, "Good day"? What longtime nationally syndicated radio personality and storyteller ended his programs with his signature sign-off, "Good day"? It was neither Ike nor Mike. I feel like humming like the girl from Ipanema, like you hear in the elevator in a tall office building. Do, 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 do. Time is up. Wow, somebody didn't get in there. Round 3, question number 10. What character in Alice in Wonderland exclaimed in Chapter 1, "Oh dear, I shall be too late"? What character in Alice in Wonderland exclaimed in Chapter 1, "Oh dear, I shall be too late"? And Rev Necro is about to correct me on the title of the book. Since I said Chapter 1, he is going to suggest probably that this is an incorrect question from the start. That, in fact, that is not the title of the book. It is different from Alice in Wonderland. Your time is half past, so get your answer in. Don't forget. Tick-tock. You've only got a quarter of your time left. Come on, folks. Don't let me down. Click in. Click in. Nope, we're going to use the time. Time is up, and that ends round 3. Let's take a look at the questions again. Round 3, question 1. What U.S. state has more bald eagles than all other states combined? If you feel particularly confident about your answer, throw some of your icon up in the screen in front of me. Toss them icons. Come on. If you feel real confident, let me see some icon tossing. Wow. I didn't see no icons tossed. Did you? Maybe you don't know how to toss an icon. Let's take a look at the answer. The answer is Alaska, and that is correct. Most of you should have been tossing icons. Is it only Fleck knows how to toss an icon? Fleck, toss an icon for me. Now I gotta wait because there is a delay. Fleck ain't gonna respond. I don't know how. I'm not the one with the device sitting in front of me. You guys have that. Let's continue. Round 3, question 2. Walter Lantz created what animated bird? This one's for the geezers. This one's for the geezers. Geezers should get 100% of this. The answer is Woody Woodpecker. Wow, geezers plus. Geezers and then some got that right. Yeah. Woody Woodpecker. That guy. All right, round 3, question number 3. What was the longest running Nick Jr. series until it was surpassed by Dora the Explorer in 2011? Is she from like Long Island? What's your name? Dora the Explorer. Correct answer is Blue's Clues. Somebody said Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol is a much, much later show. Much later than that other one. All right, here we go. Round 3, question number 4. Molly of Denali is better than Dora the Explorer. I agree. Molly of Denali. That would have made so much more sense. It should be Dora the Explorer. Dora. That hurt my throat. Italy holds the record for being the home... Italia, holds the record for being the home country for the most popes with 196. What country do you think is second with 15? I don't think there's going to be a lot of confidence on this one, but let's see what you said. The answer is France is correct. 7 of you guessed France, and that is absolutely right. Let's see. 5 of you said Spain. 4 of you said Poland. Just the one. Just the one. John Paul. John Paul II. John Paul II. All right, here we go. And by the way, Greece, I think, was like 3rd. So none of you chose Greece. You chose Spain and Poland over 3rd place Greece. Shame, shame. Round 3, question 5. What rock funk band? The answer is Red Hot Chili Peppers. Funny, I had an unrelated Red Hot Chili Peppers conversation this afternoon. What a coincidence. Was it a coincidence? You decide. Some of you said Earth, Wind, and Fire, which they are a funk band. I don't know that I'd call them so much a rock band. They're a funk and brass band. Primus, now that's a rock band with funk sensibilities. Living Colour are a funky rock band, but nobody likes them anymore. Round 3, question 6. What U.S. president was regularly referred to by his nickname Ike? This ought to be a social. The answer is yes, it is a social. Good job. Dwight David Eisenhower, social. All players were correct. Who was fastest on the gun? Ragamuffins was fastest on the gun. Look at that. 966 points for that. Wow. Most of you were in the 900s. Good job. Here we go. Continuing. Round 3, question number 7. Ben Johnson earned the title of the world's fastest human in 1988. These days he hangs out with that guy that won the Tour de France. Both of whom are probably completely ostracized by their community and the racing world. What country did Jamaican-born sprinter Ben Johnson immigrate to in 1976 as a teenager? And the answer is Canada is the correct answer, with 8 of you identifying Canada correctly. 5 of you said the USA, probably because of the amount of drugs here. And 3 of you said England because a lot of people immigrate from Jamaica to England. No one said Spain, and Spain was wrong anyway, so good job. Let's see here. Lead singer of Primus had a side project with one of John Lennon's kids. I did not know that. Who, Julian Lennon? Yeah, I was talking about Armstrong. Rev Necro. You got to tell me more about Primus working with Julian Lennon, because I think Julian Lennon is the only one of Lennon's kids who actually had talent, so that'd be interesting. Round 3, question 8. The Ivory Coast is located on what continent? I'm ready for your social. Oh, not a social. Africa is the correct answer. Yeah, the Ivory Coast. That's where the pirates all live, right? Isn't that where the pirates are, on the Ivory Coast of Africa? And they try and take over cruise ships and tankers. Weirdness. Round 3, question 9. What longtime nationally syndicated radio personality and storyteller ended his programs with his signature sign-off? Good day. Boo this man? Boo what man? Who we booing? Good day. You all should have known. That wasn't a great impression of this guy, but it wasn't bad. The correct answer is, most of you knew, Paul Harvey. Wolfman Jack never said good day. Casey Kasem. Hey, this is Casey Kasem. And Don Imus. You ever even heard Don Imus? I listened to his radio show once. He did this bit called The Motorboater versus the Sailboater. And this thing ran for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It was the most horrendous bit of boring radio. It was more boring than this silent, except for my yapping, game show. That's how boring Don Imus was on the radio when I heard him. I mean, really boring. Never understood the deal with Don Imus. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. Round 3, question 10. What character in Alice in Wonderland exclaimed in Chapter 1, "Oh dear, I shall be too late"? And the answer is, 9 of you getting it correct with the White Rabbit. That's right, White Rabbit. Confused with the March Hare a little bit there and the Mad Hatter. Nobody went with the Dormouse. But anyway, first in did so with 966. That's a pretty fast draw. Fleck was pretty close. Chasm was right in there with 949. All right. Here we go. All right. We're not going to do a bonus of any kind because we have no real confidence that it works. I'm sorry, but we're just going to not do that. So here we go with the top 12 teams. In 12th place, 17,339. It's Beach Lovers. Beach Lovers. In 11th place, 17,836. Blackwater. With a mad, look at that mad icon. What does that mean? Is that mad or Spider-Man? In 10th place, 19,275. Jon Snow came in late, took a nap, has a lollipop. In 9th place with 19,905. May we have a moment of silence for the Irish Wake? Thank you. In 8th place with 20,427, it's Me and T. Hey, Me and T. Are you the Me and T from Bethany Blues back in the day when I actually hosted there? I wonder if you're Me and T from that group or you're from somewhere else. And let's see here. Sean Lennon's group is called Claypool Lennon Delirium. Interesting. Sean Lennon? Really? The younger Lennon? Yoko Ono's boy? Interesting. I didn't know he had talent. 7th place, 20,658. Bowl of borscht is a pumpkin. Is there pumpkin in borscht? You don't recall a Me and T from Bethany Blues? I do. I think they had several names, but one of their names, I think, was Me and T. In 6th place, with 20,770, Salsa Caliente. In 5th place, with 21,258, the Race Trackers. Pumpkin's the closest thing you had to beets to be in the borscht. I got you. Race Trackers, good job in 5th place. In 4th place, with 21,946, it's Ragamuffins. Ragamuffins. Where y'all from, Ragamuffins? You got to tell me one of these days. Send an email. 3rd place, 22,292 points is Team Beeve. Team Beeve. What is that, little piggies? I don't know what that was. Anyway, before we get to the top 2 teams, I want to say this, that tomorrow night we're having our regular Let's Do Trivia game. That's the Zoom game, and you can get your tickets by purchasing them for 99 cents per player. And it's one of the things keeping the lights on here at Let's Do Trivia Central. So please consider joining us for the full-on, regular, bar-style Let's Do Trivia game. It's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And get your tickets, information you can get to the website at letsdotrivia.com. Here we go. 2nd place with 22,292. We have 22,377. Second Chance. Look at that, Second Chance. They played the game, the last 2 live games, I think, and they did a really good job. And then we go to first place here, and of course it's Fleck. But that means Second Chance wins the prize. The roll of toilet paper, hermetically sealed in a Ziploc bag, and it's unused, never used, and a container of disinfectant wipes. These are for you, Team Second Chance. You got to send me an email and tell me where you want your prizes sent, and we will get that out to you. Tom is sending me a message. Okay, Tom, let me get your attention here. Let me give you my attention. Come on, Tom. There's Tom, the guy that donated the disinfectant wipes, by the way. Unless he's on team. Oh, Tom, you're on Second Chance? I did not know that. So now move it over to the next game, or do you want me to take it down to the third place team? What do you want me to do, Tom? Since you donated half of this prize, I'll give the choice to you. Should we go down to third place or roll it over? There's a delay. Plus he has to type, and he may have to think. Give it to third place. All right, Team Beeve, if you're still tuned in, Team Beeve, the prize has been shifted down to third place. So the wipes, the soft plush northern toilet paper. Send an email to trivia@delmarvadj.com. Tell me who you are and how to, get the stuff to you. And you're the winner by default. Good job. Hey, great job, Fleck. Second Chance. Team Beef came up 4 places to take third place. Ragamuffins dropped 2. Race Trackers came up 1. Salsa dropped 2. Bowl of Borscht came up 1. Me and T dropped 3. Irish Wake stayed right where they were. And Jon Snow did a valiant effort of coming up. He came up 3 places to 10th place. Thank you so much for playing, guys. Go to letsdotrivia.com. Would love to hear from you. And the great thing about the Zoom game is I get to see y'all too, which is cool. So come back tomorrow night, and we're going to play the full-on game of Let's Do Trivia with fresh questions written just this week by the critical staff here at Let's Do Trivia. Thanks for playing tonight's game, and we'll see you tomorrow night.